I'm going to do something here for this video that I almost never do. I am going to completely ad-lib my way through a video. I wouldn't do it ordinarily, but it's time sensitive. It needs to be said, and it needs to be said right now. And I'm going to talk not only to just audience members, but rather explicitly to you stupid, adrenaline junkie tornado chasers. You are dangerous, and you are going to get somebody killed. Welcome to the Free Thought Frontier, and I'm your host, Bill Stone. As I mentioned, I am really rather pissed off. Yesterday, there was a huge tornado. I don't know if it was an F5, but it was really, really big. And it touched down near Kadoka, South Dakota, which is, 30 or so miles from me. It's just within spitting distance. The tornadoes, there was a tornado warning where I am in Wall, South Dakota, and I could tell it was tornadic weather. It was obvious. I've lived in Tornado Alley my entire life. And what is really bugging me right now, and what's got me probably going off full Howard, is the adrenaline junkie storm chasers. You guys are idiots. Complete idiots, and you're going to get somebody killed. Now, frankly, I don't care if every last one of you... Perfect example. I'm not going to show the picture, but there's some idiot who sat in front of that tornado and proposed to his girlfriend with the thing not less than a mile away touching down. That is a recipe for death. Tornadoes are not something that you need to be spectating. They're something you run away from. If you see a tornado, you seek shelter immediately. Here in South Dakota, we like basements. But you know what? If a tornado actually drops on your house, your basement isn't going to help you. You're going to be dead. A basement is good if a tornado touches down near you, but on top of you, you're dead. Tornadoes will kill you dead. It is not something to be fun. It's not romanticized. It is an incredible, disastrous thing that will kill you in a heartbeat. 250-mile-an-hour winds will destroy you and rip you to shreds. You do not go and watch those things. You don't chase them. The people who chase them are adrenaline junkies who are going to get themselves a Darwin Award probably sooner rather than later. That guy who was proposing to his girlfriend in front of a big-ass tornado that's touched down and a mile away from him. My God, I hope these people don't have children. And while we're on the subject of children, I saw a picture of that tornado where some guy had stuck his kids in front of it with the tornado about 2 miles away, touched down on the ground. And he took pictures of his kids. And his kids were like, hey, isn't this wonderful? No, it's not wonderful. It's fucking dangerous. It'll kill you. It'll kill you every time. I have lived in Tornado Alley my entire life. And I am telling you outright, if you go and spectate a tornado, you deserve that Darwin Award that you're getting. And I'll tell you, honestly, the guy who is taking pictures of his kids in front of a tornado instead of seeking shelter, I found out who he is. It wasn't hard to find his name. He gave his name and his town. And buddy, I tell you, if you ever see this, you're missing getting reported to CPS by this fucking much. What you have done is child endangerment. Willing child endangerment. Willing, intentional child endangerment. You put your children in harm's way. They could have been killed. You are a stupid son of a bitch. And the only reason that I'm not reporting you to CPS is because they would take your kids and then they'd be stuck in a foster care system that's probably worse for them than even a stupid son of a bitch like you who'd stick them in front of a tornado. I was witness in 1975 to the 1975 tornado outbreak in Omaha, Nebraska. It was fantastically destructive. In fact, I saw the first touchdown of the first tornado out the rear window of my family car. We were running out of Omaha, headed home from Omaha at the time when that goddamn thing touched down. My mother had her foot on the floor, and in 1975, cars could easily go 125 miles an hour. It was on the floor. It's one of the only times that I remember my mother actually looking absolutely terrified. And why? Because a tornado will kill you. Every single time. You do not spectate tornadoes. It's fucking stupid. If you go spectate a tornado, by God, I hope you win that Darwin Award. You are a stupid, stupid, stupid idiot. And you want to know what happened the next day when we went back to Omaha after having observed out the window a dangerous, dangerous tornado touch down? Devastation. There was a slew of tornadoes that went through Omaha, and one of them went right down the street that we always went to go to school, because we were going to school there at the time, my sister and I. One side, I will never forget, one side of that street was complete devastation. The tornado had just ripped through everything and destroyed things and killed people. The other side of the street was totally fine. That's how tornadoes work. They can bounce. What happened was this one bounced right over the street. You know where it came down? A school gymnasium. If we had not already sent kids home, which we always do in tornado weather, we send the kids home. But if we hadn't, that tornado would have killed children. That's how bad it is. And I'll tell you something that I'll never forget. In addition to all the devastation and the fact that children could have been killed, I will never forget this. On the side of the street that was not touched, the tornado had thrown out a wooden tongue depressor, which you don't see these days anymore, but it's a little piece of wood about that thick, that wide, and shaped kind of, like a piece of wood. The tornado had chucked that thing out of itself at like 250 miles an hour. It slammed into a giant oak tree, a big old oak tree. It slammed into it parallel to the ground, and it stuck there. That's what these things can do. They can take small objects and throw them 100 miles. They can take a small object like that, embed it in an oak tree that you couldn't cut down without a chainsaw. So if you're watching any of these idiots who are taking pictures of these things and chasing these storms, and you're going, oh, wow, that looks like a really cool picture. Isn't that wonderful? No, it's not wonderful. It's fucking deadly. It'll kill you. It'll kill your kids. It'll kill everybody. You don't spectate tornadoes. If you do, you're a complete fucking idiot, and you deserve to die. Listen to me, and listen to me well. Tornadoes are dangerous. They are not fun things to look at. They will kill you faster than you can imagine. Imagine slamming into, the debris of a house that the tornado picked up, a mansion, a 15-bedroom mansion that the tornado smashed down on, picked up, and then it grabs you because you're so fucking stupid that you're going to be sitting out there. Oh, well, look, I get to take a picture of a tornado. Whoop, I'm gone. You're dead. And if you bring your kids out, they're going to be dead too. If you listen to any of these stupid adrenaline junkie storm chasers and you follow in their footsteps, you're going to get the Darwin Award eventually. They're going to get the Darwin Award eventually, and frankly, I hope it happens soon. The sooner every last one of those pricks gets a Darwin Award, the better off we will all be, because they won't be romanticizing tornadoes and encouraging other people to go. And I'll tell you what, you want to know real fun? They actually have, in South Dakota, they actually have companies that take people, tourists like we have now in Wall, they take them out to spectate tornadoes. By God, if you're a tourist, for Christ's sake, don't do that. Don't do that. You're just going to get yourself killed. I saw a picture, in fact, of freaking one of these companies spectating that tornado last night. 3 cars stopped. And the tornado couldn't have been more than a mile away. It was probably closer than that. It wasn't even on the horizon. It was giant. It wasn't maybe a Cat 5, but it was huge. And people were spectating this. For Christ's sake, no. No. Tornadoes are not to be spectated. They're to be run from. Here's what you do. If you find a tornado, Here's what happens. If you see one, hear one, if you hear about a tornado touching down, a tornado warning, particularly because a warning means that one has touched down. A tornado watch means that conditions are right for one. You don't usually get too freaked out about that. I've been through about 1.21 giga times of those. But the warnings, that means one touched down somewhere nearby, and it destroyed something. If it falls in a city, it's going to destroy part of a city. If that thing had actually hit Kadoka's a small town. If that thing had actually dropped on Kadoka, there would be no Kadoka left. And everyone in that town would be dead. That's what these people are doing. They're romanticizing people being killed. Do not pay the slightest bit of attention to them. They are disgusting human beings, and I hope that they get a Darwin Award tomorrow, so that they stop posting their pictures and their videos. They are sick, disgusting individuals, and you should never, ever, ever emulate what they're doing. So here's what you do for a tornado. If there's a warning, you stop what you're doing, grab your phone, and head for the basement if you've got one. Now, if you don't have a basement, and if you're an idiot storm chaser like these dipshits are, you get in your car, you put your foot on the ground, and you head for the opposite direction as fast as humanly possible, because the tornado will pick up that car just fine and chuck it 100 miles away. It has absolutely no problem picking up your entire family and killing them all at once. So getting in a car, well, that's kind of your last resort. That's like, oh Christ, I have nowhere else to go. I just have to try to get out of the way. Now, there's also people who don't have cars. And when that happens, well, you head for the ditch. And you know what you do in that ditch? You pray to your preferred deity, because the likelihood is you're about to die. You just kiss your ass goodbye. That's the best thing you can do. If you have to dive into a ditch to avoid a tornado, well, you're probably dead. Just kiss your ass goodbye. You're about to be dying. These are not to be trifled with. They're not fun. They're not cute things to look at in the sky. They're deadly, dangerous things. And if you follow in the footsteps of any of these idiotic, adrenaline junkie tornado chasers, then by God, you will eventually get yourself killed. When you see these guys posting pictures and videos, don't leave them fun comments. Don't thumbs up. Don't give them a smile. It should be an absolute, angry. You need to be angry, because these guys are leading you down a path that's going to get you killed. I guess that's all I have to say about that. So, watch the show sometime. Tune back in to Free Thought Frontier on Tales from SYL Ranch. Check out my live streams at the end of every month. Last Friday of the month, I always do a live stream. This last one, just last Friday, I interviewed ChatGPT, which was an extraordinarily interesting and fun thing to do. Listening to ChatGPT talk in its own voice and talk about itself and what it can do. I strongly recommend that you go back and you watch that live stream. It's awesome. But these videos will still come out, so please do watch my channel, like, sub, hit the notification bell, share me on social media, and of course, tell all of your friends, family, neighbors, pets, and livestock to do the same. If you want to follow me on X, I am at SYL Tales. I'm sorry, at SYL Ranch. All I can say is, don't spectate a tornado unless you happen to be someone who wants to self-delete. That's all the time that we have for that.